Hi, I'm Catherine and welcome to my channel, KZ Beauty Coach. Thank you so much for coming today as we're going to be talking about a very popular brand that was created by a very popular actress, Drew Barrymore. Her brand is called Flower Beauty. I've been using some of their products now for the past couple years and have really enjoyed what the newness and the uniqueness of some of their products and what they bring to the market. We're going to be doing a full face of products of Flower Beauty. Some are new, some are just new to me. I have recently heard that Flower Beauty is going to be found in CVS. I haven't seen it in my CVS yet, but that would be really wonderful because they have recently pulled out of Walmart and out of Ulta. You can get them on the Ulta website, but not at the Ulta stores any longer. So I would love it if they would be more available because they really do have some unique, great products. While we're here, I would love it if you would go ahead and hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell so that you're alerted anytime I post a new video. And I'd love it if you would give this video a thumbs up if you're interested in more product reviews and learning about what is worth it out there in the market. Let's get started with a full face of Flower Beauty. I'm gonna go ahead and pin my hair back so you'll be able to see a little bit better what I'm doing and I won't get makeup all in my hair. The first product is their foundation, and this is their Light Illusion Foundation. Many people rave about this foundation, and I'm going to be honest with you, about 2 years ago I bought this because so many people were raving about it and I did not have a good experience with it. It was kind of cakey on my skin and settled into my pores and kind of gave you that kind of dotted pore effect. I'm not sure what the technical name for that is, but if you've ever had it, you know what I'm talking about. So I usually apply my foundation with a brush. I thought I would go ahead and purchase the Flower Beauty sponge, which again I hear people rave about, and see if maybe applying the foundation with the sponge would help. A sponge definitely shears out a fuller coverage foundation. So I'm going to do one pump, which is what I normally do when I'm using a brush, but typically when I use a sponge I have to add a little bit more. So I'm going to go ahead and just dot that around my face. The shade is good though. And I'm going to go ahead and just bounce the sponge, this side of it. The sponge is nice because it has this flat side, and then as you can see, it's kind of has some little curved edges to get into little crevices on your face. I'm going to go into this end now and kind of get into some little areas like around the nose and so forth. I'm going to put a little bit more on my sunspot areas that I know I'm always trying to get to build up and get a little extra coverage. It is definitely not looking as heavy as when I used it previously, which is really nice. I think the sponge is making a big difference. So I could build this up even more, but I'm not going to because I could start looking cakey and I don't want to do that. So as you can see how much soaks into the sponge. I did use one pump. I could use a little bit more, but I think I'm going to just leave it the way it is. And you can see it's decent coverage, but with a sponge, it's not quite as good as coverage as with a brush. The next go around, I'm going to try it with a brush, but I do actually really like the sponge. Okay, the next product is a concealer. This is their Light Illusion Concealer, and I have it, oh, I didn't even tell you the shade of the foundation. The shade of the foundation is Ivory L2. So this is the Light Illusion Concealer, and the shade of this is L12 Fair. So when I played with this earlier, it's definitely not going to be real brightening. It's closer to my foundation shade. And I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit on my lids as well. And I'm going to be using, this is a Morphe 536 brush. I've been trying out a lot of different concealer brushes to try, but this one's pretty good. Okay, the concealer, I will tell you, is very hydrating. It reminds me a lot of the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, which is such a popular concealer. And I think you can see my under eye darkness is pretty well covered. You could use this all over your face if you had any blemishes or wanted to build up coverage anywhere as well. And it is pretty hydrating formula, which is nice. Okay, the next product is the Flower Beauty Light Illusion. This is called their Perfecting Powder. I have it in Nude L2 and 3, which I believe is the second lightest shade. And this is what it looks like. It comes with like a powder puff, which I've never used underneath. This is a really nice powder. I've actually had this for a while, and I really do enjoy this powder quite a bit. It is, they say it's a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish powder. I have that powder as well, and I don't know, it's not quite a dupe. I'll be honest, this is actually not quite as powdery as that. But I'm just gonna set my eyes with this. My under eyes. I'm going to put some on the lid as well to prime for the shadow later. And I'm going to definitely go ahead with my nose. And then I'm going to take a BK Beauty powder brush. This came in a set, and it's just a soft powder brush. And I'm going to go ahead and just lightly dust this, particularly in the T-zone. And it's very good at airbrushing your pores. This is another product from Flower Beauty that I've had for a while, and this is their Heatwave bronzer. I'll show you what it looks like. I have the shade Sunrise L1. It's kind of a pretty marbled presentation there, baked. It's like a domed powder. I will say this ends up being a little warmer to me than it shows up in the pan, so I just have to be pretty careful with it, that I just apply the right amount and make sure that I blend it in well for my skin. But if you like a little bit of a warmer bronzer, this would be a nice one for you. But it does kind of fool you a little bit in the pan, because I thought it was going to be cooler. This is good at just adding a little bit of warmth to your face. Flower Beauty has a lot of different blush products. One of their most popular is called the Blush Bomb, which is a cream blush, and I do love that one. But today I wanted to focus, I really like these flower pot blushes that they have. I have two shades. This one is called Sweet Pea. And this one, which is the one I'm going to use today, is called Warm Hibiscus. So I am going to take that on a BH Cosmetics blush brush, or they don't really have a name for it, but it's just a powder brush. And I'm going to go ahead and just add some of that to my cheeks. These blushes are really nice. They are pigmented, but they are very blendable. I've been a big fan of this blush for a while. It's one of the best. They're best formulas at the drugstore. Okay, so for highlighter, we're actually going to use one of my favorite of the Flower Beauty products, and this is their Day Glow. And this is actually a cream highlighter. I like to apply this with a sponge, so this is perfect that I have this little tip on the Flower Beauty sponge. And I just get some of this on the sponge and I lightly highlight where I want to go. On those tops of the cheekbones, you can see that highlight there. The nice thing about this product is it is really blendable and I think incredibly subtle when you want to just kind of get that lit from within look. And it has great staying power as well. Okay, so that is the Day Glow highlighter. Really pretty product. Let's move on to brows. So I have actually several new products to talk about for from Flower Beauty for brows because I had never tried one of their brow products before. I don't even know if they had brow products before, but this one is their their pencil. I don't know what the name of it is, but it has a very skinny tip here. And then on the other end, it looks like almost like a toothbrush or hairbrush to smooth out instead of a spoolie. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some brows on and I will be right back. Okay, I am back after having put on the brow product. The shade I got in this is Taupe, and it is a good shade for me. They also had what they call a Fiber Fix brow gel. I picked that one up as well, and I picked it up in the shade Blonde. So I'm gonna go ahead and just set the brows with this at the end. Okay, so I really do like that. I've never before used two different products with kind of two different tints, but I kind of like the way this looked. The Taupe was a little bit deeper for filling in the brows, and then the Blonde went on top to just kind of soften everything. I'm not sure if they had a Taupe of the fiber gel. I'd have to look it up, so I'm not really sure why I did different colors, but I actually kind of like the effect of them. They look a little softer and it's always hard, I think, to match my exact color, and this did a really good job. So I'm very pleased with this, with both of these products, but the combination is really nice. Okay, so moving on to eye products. They had these new eyeshadow quads. They're called the Petal Play Shadow Quad, and this one is in Gilded Lily. I have played with this a little bit, and I like it. I'm still kind of working with it. The one complaint I have is you can see this shade. This is a matte down here, and this is a matte. This one is kind of a satin color, but it's just almost the exact same shade as this one, as this matte. And then this is a very sparkly color in almost the same shade. So I don't know if you can tell, I kind of feel like those three are very, very similar. So I would have liked a little bit more variety in this to work with, but we're gonna do the best we can with what we've got. So we're gonna start off with a blending brush, and I'm just gonna go into that peachy matte shade and put that all over the lid. Okay, so that is the peachy shade. I'm gonna go into a pencil brush. The brush I used before, by the way, was my normal MAC 224S blending brush. I'm gonna go into this Sigma E30 pencil brush and just drag that same color underneath the lash line. Okay, now we're going to take this Sigma blending, this E25 brush, and I'm gonna go into the deeper shade, the darker brown, and see if I can create a little definition on the outer corner and drag that also through my crease. Okay, and then I'm going to take, this is the Morphe M433 brush, and go into this satiny shade up at the top and put that on the lid and try to kind of blend out a little bit into that darker shade so that it's not quite so obvious. And go back to my blending brush and just go around and make sure that there aren't any harsh edges. I'm going to add a little bit more of the satiny shade to the lid. And that is the eye look. It's not groundbreaking, but it's fine, and it's a nice little neutral palette. I love quads, and so I'm excited that I'm seeing more companies come out with quads, and I do love the packaging. I think it's really cute. But again, a little bit more variety in here would have been nice. We are going to use the Flower Beauty eyeliner that I got that is new to me. This is in the shade, this is called the Forever Wear Longwear eyeliner in Brownstone. So I'm going to go ahead and tightline first. I did a pretty good job. And actually I'm going to stop there for a second because I forgot I had this product also from Flower Beauty that's new to me that is called the Forever Wear Eyeliner 2, but it is in a nude or kind of a white shade for your bottom waterline to kind of brighten your eyes up. I have a product like this that I love from Taupe, and this is very similar. It just brightens up your eyes, makes you look a little bit more awake. So I really like that product, and it's very similar to the Taupe one, but less expensive. Let's go back to eyeliner. I'm just going to go ahead and line my eyes. It's pretty good. It's not as good as the Wet n Wild, and of course the Wet n Wild's cheaper. I'm just smoothing that out with a angled brush. It tugs a little bit more. But I like the color. It is deep enough. And does smudge out pretty well, which is good. Gives you enough time to do that. I can't speak to the length of time, how long it lasts on your eyes, but so far so good. Okay, so then I'm going to go off camera, but I am going to show you. I'm going to be using the Warrior Princess Mascara from Flower Beauty. I'm going to go and curl my lashes and put on mascara, and then I'll be back. Okay, I'm back with mascara on. I like this one okay. It's not my favorite kind of wand. I'll show you. This is more volumizing, and I really like more lengthening. I put several coats on, and I think it's okay. It's not wowing me, but it's an okay mascara. It's not horrible. Okay, a couple more products. First off, this is their Scribble Stick, which I could have used this for eyeliner as well, which would be pretty interesting. This is Bittersweet. I'm going to go ahead and line my lips with this, and then we're going to put on a lipstick. Really easy to line with. This is, again, supposed to be for lips and for eyes, so it's kind of a double duty, but not bad. I like the color. And then I'm going to add, this is the shade Drew in their new lipstick formula, which I'm not sure what this is called. I think it's like Petal Pout. That's really moisturizing. I like the feel of that. And with the lipstick, with the lip liner, I think it is pretty nice. I do have a setting spray from Flower Beauty, and it is their Seal the Deal Luminizing Setting Spray. So we're gonna go ahead and do that, which is good because there was a lot of powders in this, so it'll help to settle down some of the powders. Really nice fine mist, which I love, and nice smell. I'm not sure what the fragrance is, but very nice. Okay, I'm back for some final thoughts on this Flower Beauty try-on. I'm really pleased that this did as well as it did. I'm gonna have to kind of monitor it and see, but I think applying this with the sponge was actually much better than with a brush. I liked that a lot. I really liked the concealer. I thought it was very hydrating, but also gave decent coverage. I've loved the powder for a long time and highly recommend it. I like the bronzer. It's a little orangey for me, and I wish it was a little bit cooler like what it is in the pan. I love this blush. I think it's just so pretty, this warm hibiscus. I think it's really nice. And I really enjoy this highlighter because I think you can kind of play with it and add however much that you want to your skin, and it just gives you a nice subtle glow. The newer products, the brow products, I liked actually the combination. Like I was saying, I think they look really nice. I'm so on the quad. I don't know that I would purchase this again. The formula seemed good, but again, the color scheme was just kind of meh. This is very nice for brightening under your eyes, and I liked the eyeliner fine, but I think the Wet n Wild one is cheaper and better. This Scribble Stick lip liner was nice. I mean, I think it looks pretty with the lipstick, and I actually would like to try it as an eyeliner and see if I like that formula better than this one. And then, of course, this Drew lipstick I thought was really pretty. So all in all, oh, and also the setting spray, very nice mist, all good. Oh, and I didn't talk about the mascara. Mascara, just okay. So the highlights from this whole collection would be, for me, the powder I think is amazing and have for a while. I think the blushes are amazing. I think this highlighting day glow is a really unique, special product. I'm excited to try more of the brow and use that on a more regular basis. And I really like this lipstick. So those are probably the big highlights for me from the whole collection. But all in all, very affordable and excellent products. So you definitely should go and try out some Flower Beauty products, especially if they're headed to CVS, which will be really nice. Hope you're having a great day. Love it if you would come and join my family here and subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so that you can be alerted anytime I post a new video.